John Paul Jones is considered the father of the United States Navy and one of my personal favorite historical figures from the American Revolution. I mean, I have done several videos on his exploits during the Revolution. But did you know that for over 100 years, he was lost to America? This is the wild story of the search for John Paul Jones and how some brave American patriots and one of my favorite presidents helped to bring him home. After his legendary victory over HMS Cerberus in 1779, Jones was a hero. But after the war, the Continental Navy dissolved. With no command, he drifted, first to Paris, then into service with the Russian Navy, where he became a rear admiral. Sadly, though, politics and scandal forced him out. By 1790, he was back in Paris, sick, broke, and forgotten. On July 18, 1792, he would die alone in his apartment at the young age of 45 years old. Jones was buried in the St. Louis Cemetery, property of the French royal family. His body was placed in a lead-lined coffin, packed with straw and lots of alcohol to preserve it, just in case America wanted to reclaim her naval hero. His funeral was arranged by an admiring French friend, and the coffin was sealed airtight to prevent decay. But a revolution, and 4 years later, the cemetery was sold, built over, and totally forgotten. In 1899, U.S. Ambassador to France, Horace Porter, launched a 6-year search for Jones. He dug through Parisian archives, maps, and burial records, and he found the cemetery. And he also found that it was now buried under a laundry, a grocery store, and a photography shop. But that did not stop Porter. No, he would spend $36,000 of his own money, which was a major fortune at the time, to excavate the site. Workers dug through animal bones, broken coffins, and sewage-soaked soil, searching for a lead casket that hopefully had the remains of John Paul Jones. In April of 1905, they found it, a sealed lead coffin, packed with straw and filled with alcohol. And inside, now trigger warning, inside was a remarkably preserved body, so intact that scientists could compare it to a bust made of Jones in 1789. They also performed an autopsy, and it was revealed that Jones had died of a chronic kidney disease, complicated by bronchopneumonia. President Theodore Roosevelt, a huge admirer of naval power, seized the moment. He ordered a full military funeral, gave a stirring speech, and used the event to promote his vision of a strong U.S. Navy. In 1906, Jones was reburied in a marble crypt beneath the chapel at the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis. And honestly, if you get a chance, go give him a visit, because I've been several times and I'm always the only person there. And I feel like a lot of people have no idea that he is buried under the chapel, and you can actually visit his crypt.